Baby Mom Lifestyle. If you want to join us.
Yes. I am live. Pop up live. I am here. Hey there. How you doing? How was your day today? Hey, yes, it's tough. Yes, Ventrice Sturgis. And we also have, who is this? Oh, Traps. All right. So, how is everyone today? How was church for everyone that went to church? Um, how is work for everyone that went to work? I'm not doing this live to irritate anybody. I actually came up and I actually came up to say hi to everyone, and that I just wanted to tell everyone thank you for actually coming to see if I was gonna go live again. I was supposed to do a silent live. Um, I was supposed to do a silent live, but I guess I came here to say hi to everyone. So if you feel that everything that you have been doing um, has not everything that I put out once a week, I see that right now it's not enough for some people. Some people are asking me to go live longer. Some people are asking me for more than one day a week. I put out a lot of videos and I put out a lot of other content. I just started putting out the spoken word content and everything. But what I'm trying to do now is actually um, trying to actually build a platform to uplift everyone, not just one person. You know, so I see we got two people in the building right now. This is prime time. I know this is prime time indeed. So, but I build this. I actually put this on for the replayers, the people that's gonna replay and everything. No one was expecting me to go live right now, and I just want to leave everyone with a word. You know, um, it's basically about faith. You know, I talk about how faith is the. Oh yes, thank you. I talk. Thank you. How you say that? Farietta? Farietta? Thank you, Farietta. Thank you, Traps. And thank you, Farida. Farietta? Oh man, Farida. That's a nice name. But I got it. LOL. Oh man. But yes, so I put this out here to actually uplift everyone. You feel me? And faith, sometimes a lot of people right now are going through things right now that they cannot, overcome. They feel they cannot overcome. They feel it's insurmountable and everything. But what I want to leave out here, is that there's no such thing as blind faith. There's no such thing as blind faith. Hey there. Hey there, honey mama. there's no such thing as blind faith. Blind faith, is something to make you feel that you're not you're not capable of believing, that you have to see it to believe it. But faith itself tells us we must believe it in order to see it. So you have to know that God is doing his diligence already. God is already uh, creating that whatever you believe that God can handle, it's already been done. That's how faith works. That's how God works. You know, a lot of times we get into things and situations where we sometimes ask, why are we in this situation, when we don't really ask God, why are we here? Why do we exist? There's a big underlying detail of why we here. You're welcome, Farida. Yeah, you're welcome, Farida. You're welcome, Farida. There's a big yes. You're welcome to Honey Mama. Yes, but I usually come on Tuesdays. This was a pop up. I put pop up live. I usually come on Tuesdays. I have like this thing called the Purpose Crusade show and everything. But today I just wanted to get on and actually talk about faith. A lot of times people, are going through tough times where they can't believe, they have to, like deny the existence of God. When we pray over something, and a lot of times we ask God instead of listen to what God's saying in the prayer. You know, my apologies, Trendy C. My apologies. But welcome, Trendy C. Feel free to fellowship with anyone here. We got Honey Mama. Honey Mama been like riding with me since like I first started my channel. You feel me? We got off on the wrong foot in the beginning, but like we've been riding since like we first started our channels. If you look now at the beginning, we both started like in our like 20s, 20 subscribers, when we met each other. So, you know, yeah, but listen, right now you got Honey Mama right here. Honey Mama is like a good supporter. She does do full watches. Um she does do a bunch of videos in one day. Like she is grinding hard. And she does comment. She does do all of that. She does look at people playlists. I mean, she is doing her part. She is doing her part. She's doing her part. Yeah, she is definitely a good supporter of everyone. Like seriously, she responds to you if you hit up. I don't know her Instagram or anything, or she has a Facebook, but I know just by her being on YT, her presence on YT, she is really building, a name for herself. Like really, really is. Like she does cooking, she does cosmetics, she does tutorials. Like she's all around the perfect person, and she does vlogging with her family. So she all around the perfect person. Hey, Lewis, how you doing, Lewis? Lewis, Lewis, I didn't think I was gonna come on today. Like really, I enjoyed like going to your show today. And Lewis himself, Lewis Fuller, is definitely a great person. Like this guy is like down to earth with everything. He is so good with technology. He is on point with technology. He is like top of the line, guru with technology. I just wonder, why, you know, all the time he buffer when he like try to share himself, But besides that, he's cool. He's cool. He's a great person. He would like align you with people, that will also support you too. He does full watches on videos. He comment, give you a full thorough comment of the video. He's honest, brutally honest. So if you do subscribe to Lewis Fuller, be ready for an actual full and thorough like comment. This guy is like on point every single time. Now I haven't met someone like him ever on here with thorough comments as he does, but he is brutally honest. Brutally honest. If you don't want honesty and you don't want critiquing on your actual videos, like honest, then do not subscribe to this. But if you want the truth on how you can become better at doing your videos, then subscribe to Lewis, because he would let you know what you got wrong and he'll let you know what you got right. Brutally honest. Thank you, Josephine. Thank you, Josephine. I wasn't planning on coming during prime time. I know this is prime time right now, but it was something since I've been to Mr. Fuller's actual like live, like it was something in me that kept telling me to go live, go live. He kept asking about live, so I wound up going live because of that. Thank you, Devon. Thank you, Devon. Mackenzie. I don't know if I'm gonna go live again this week. Well, yes, I am. I'm going live on Tuesday, but I don't know if I'm going live after now. Not today. Not today. But, I want to get back into, the actual. Ooh, hey there. Hey there, Dragon Lady from Philippines. Oh man, it's a lot of people here. Yeah, one tablespoon. Oh man, Josie, you funny. You funny. You are funny. But yeah, I want to get back into faith. Like a lot of people pray, a lot of people like put a lot of emphasis on like asking God for something. Like God is obligated to bless you. Like like God is not obligated to bless you. God is not obligated to give you what you want. Like we are here to like praise him. We are here to uplift him. We are here to magnify his name. We are here to do what we're obligated to do for him. We're not here to serve. We're not here for him to serve us. We're here for us to serve him. And that is the beauty. But your name is one SP. Yes. Yes. I'm the one that told you that. All right. I'm the one that told you that. I'm the one that told you that. So that's basically Devon is here. Everyone is here. But that's why I want to get into that faith, because a lot of people are getting to a point where we're getting to a point, not just Western society, not just the Western hemisphere, but even in the East, we're getting to a point where we don't believe anymore. We don't actually like have that faith anymore. We don't, put, a lot of stuff we have fear in, but we don't have fear in God. Like we have fear in like, the most smallest things. Like, okay, so in the Western hemisphere, on the east, side of the eastern side, southeastern side of the United States, there was a hurricane about to arise about, I'll say, 3 weeks ago called Hurricane Dorian. Now, I'm going to tell you about this hurricane. Now, this hurricane put so much fear into like so many families that they waste a lot of money on like food that they did not need. They bought a lot of gas that they did not need. They bought a lot of, lumber that they did not need. Like, if it was left up to me and a hurricane was coming, I would have bought a lot of Bibles. You understand? That is where That is where like my faith is. Like I got more faith in God than I do in anything else that exists on this earth. I'm sorry, but my relationship with God is beyond like the natural and the physical. That's my relationship with God. And that's what I want everyone, that's what I want everyone to have. In a monotheistic world, that's what we're supposed to have. We're supposed to have that faith in God. Whether you're Muslim and you believe in Allah, uh, whether you're Jewish and you believe in Yahweh, whether you're Christian and you believe in Jehovah, like the truth is that when you have faith in God, when you believe in His existence, His presence, His dwelling within inside you, like there's nothing that could destroy you besides Him. And you were put here for a purpose. You were put here for a reason. Your faith should outweigh everything else. Your situation is not your final destination. Your loss is not your setback. What you lose right now would not align you with your purpose. It's hard to see it right now because you probably are going through something right now. But if you could look past your situation, if you could look beyond the negativity, if you could look beyond that and see God delivering you from your situation in the midst of your situation, you would give praise for, hey, look, I know I'm going to have better. I know I'm going to see greater days. I know that my moment is coming. My moment of greatness is coming. Okay, Mr. Fuller. Yeah, Mr. Fuller. Yeah. Pull a plug on yourself. Hey there, Eve Gache, right? Eve Gache. Hey there, OC Pickens, right? OC Pickens. Hey there. Welcome. Um, Naturally Nolans, welcome. Everyone is here. Yeah, prime time is hard. Prime time is hard for me. Prime time is real hard. Welcome everyone here. Welcome everyone. You know, welcome everyone. You know, prime time is hard. I'm telling you right now, this is hard for me. I'm using this is hard. Okay, but let's get back. Yeah, but it's a lot of things that would like detour your faith. You know, it's a lot of things out there. Like we look at things that's oh like like for instance, I grew up in a society where everyone feared, and I'm gonna tell you right now, everyone feared law enforcement. As even if you live a good life, you don't do anything wrong, you know, in the eyes of the law, you don't do anything wrong. You like live by the book and you live right and everything. You fear the police. And the sad thing about that is that most of the times when you're doing right and you're doing the right thing and you're in the community, you're making a name for yourself. You're going to charities, you're doing, donations, and you're doing everything right with the community. The police, the law enforcement of that community even get like even get irritated by you having more community presence than them. and and that's what kind of society I came from. I had parents, especially my dad. My dad is like the most charitable person that I know. He would give like almost $50 to, a vagrant. Like that is how my dad is. And like for most time, my dad used to get like pulled over like for nothing. Like my dad, I'm gonna give you one instance. I'm gonna give you one. It happened to me too. It happened to me too. Hold on. One of the things that happened. One of the things that happened. Okay. One of the things that happened was that like school buses. Like now, school buses are one of the biggest things in the world. Now, when they put out their stop signs and everything, this is in Western society. When they put out their stop signs, you're supposed to stop. But what if that school bus is behind you and they put out their stop sign? It's behind you. Are you supposed to stop then? Well, believe it or not, he got pulled over for that, and everything, because it put out the stop signs behind him and he kept going. So like I said, like things like this are supposed to draw fear in you. And like I cannot have fear and I cannot waste my fear in something that's man-made, something that's earthly. If I already have fear in something that's um how you say celestial. If I already got fear in something that's already celestial, God himself, Yahweh, if I already got fear in him, I cannot waste my fear in something else. I don't have the energy for it. I don't have the energy for it. Welcome 4K. We love rain. So I'm not trying to hurt anyone here. All I'm just saying is that like your situation, whatever you're going through, there's always a solution to get out, because most of the things that we go through here on earth are man-made like issues. They are man-made problems. They are man-made problems, and sometimes we suffer the cause of we suffer the effects of someone else's cause. Like a lot of things that we go through is because someone else did something wrong, and stuff like that. It doesn't have anything to do with us, you know, especially if you're a good person. If you're a good person, then sometimes some of the wrong things that you're facing is because someone else did wrong. And your faith is so strong that also get that person that did wrong out of their situation. And that's why you're going through it too. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are a leader in faith, and if you are a leader in love, and you're a leader in and encouragement, and you're a leader in inspiration and motivation, if you're a leader in all of that, then trust me, a lot of people that you are inspiring, a lot of people that you are influencing, a lot of people that you are motivating, you're going through their issues too. That's the only way you would actually like know what they're going through. And that's why God align you with people that will help you fulfill your purpose. No one knows exactly what the other person is going through, because they don't wake up as that other person. They don't, sleep as that other person. They don't walk as that other person. They don't talk as that other person. They don't cry as that other person. They don't laugh as that other person. No one does. All you can do is wake up as yourself. All you can do is go to sleep as yourself. All you can do is believe as yourself. That's the beauty of being an individual. But at the same time, we share this earth with everyone. Like this planet is for everyone. And faith is for everyone. God didn't just give us this planet, He also gave us faith. He gave us the free will to believe in Him. Like we have the chance to believe in Him on our own. Like He's not forcing us to believe in Him. So that way, it's not an obligation, but a choice. It's not a chance. It's not a chance. It's a purpose. So many things that we could have done, so many things that we could have believed, so many things that we could have doubted, and God is still the same God. And that's why I came to talk about faith. So yeah, this is a pop-up live. This is a live about, like, I know Tuesday was a long way to go. I know it's a lot to talk about on Tuesday. I do have a good message on Tuesday. I'm not going to fill you in right now, but this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here. So, a lot of people, are going through a lot of things, and, a lot of times we look at, look, the only way your back could be pinned against the wall unless you find out firsthand from God that you're going to hell. That's the only way. That's the only way you could be pinned against the wall. Like nothing is worse to me than finding out I'm going to hell straight from God. If I don't hear that straight from God, if I don't hear that straight from God, then I can't be pinned against the wall. I can't be pinned against the wall. Like I am so confident in my faith in God and the intercession that Yeshua made on my behalf. I am so confident in grace. I am so believing in grace and mercy. I am so believing in that like nothing could waver my faith. I have been at points where I was close to death. And still I remain faithful. Still I believe. And that was the time when I thank God for everything that I already had. That was the time when, like, I thank Him for everything I already had. And still to this day, I thank Him for every time that I thank Him for every time to thank Him. I've been in war. I've been in combat. I've been to like things. I've been in places where in communities where they were shooting. I've been in war where they were shooting, where we were getting attacked all the time. I've been in so many. I've been in so many situations where I have seen God's faith. I have seen my faith in God. Like really in physicality, I have seen how my faith really played an important role in me being here. And I've seen how purpose led me to here. I've seen it. So hello, Ocean Razor. Is it Occam Razor? Occam Razor. Yes, hello. Welcome to the stream. Most people gonna tell you to like it. Most people gonna tell you to love it. Most people gonna tell you to share. Most people gonna tell you to actually. Oh yeah, I'm shedding a tear on my line. I can't believe that I'm shedding a tear right now. But most people gonna tell you that. They gonna tell you to like it. Well, yes, if you did that, then that's great. We don't use that word in here. I understand what you said, but we don't use that word in here. We could say film or support it. We could use that kind of vocabulary. We can use a better vocabulary than just using sub, or we could use film, or we could use support. We could use we could use so many other things besides that. We could use so many things besides that. Film, support, um, what other word? Somebody come up with another word, but or connected. We could use that word. We connect. Connect. We film. We support. Something like that. Or you could even use plugged. You could use that word. So like the vocabulary, you know, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to, use words that I know that's gonna like upset, the upper echelon of, YT. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, I'm not trying to use words that will upset the upper echelon of YT, because I have an extensive vocabulary. And I'm pretty sure everyone here has an extensive vocabulary. Everyone here. There's not one person that does not know any other word besides the word sub or subscribe. There's not one person here that does not know a word. You could use linked. You could like it's so many other words like connected, bonded. It's so many other words. There's so many other words you could use besides subscribe. So um, um, we need to we we get offended when they're like, oh, they we should be able to use that word. We should be able, but you got a better vocabulary than that. You're a better person than that. Everyone here is way better people than people give you credit for. Hey there, you're Wendy Babs. Hey there, how are you doing? Please like the stream and connect with great friends or bond with great friends on here. I have an entire blue screen. I'm trying to make sure everyone here can link up together, can fellowship on the one accord and everything. I love when people here do show each other consideration. We're trying to uplift one another. Understand understand that we all have milestones to face. And as instead of seeing them as situations, let's try seeing them as challenges that bring us strength. Let's start seeing them as that. African American, how you been? African American in the Philippines. Yes, I just bonded with him a few days ago, so it'll be an honor. I bonded with a lot of people on here. So, but that's what I'm trying to do. Prime time is hard for me. Understand that prime time is very hard, but it's a challenge that make me stronger. That's why I call, every challenge that we face somehow or another is built to either put you on a path in front of your purpose or put you on the path of your purpose. That's what every challenge is for. Hey, troll! I never thought I'd see troll here. Oh man, this is weird. Troll, you know what, troll? No one ever done this for you, but I'm gonna be the first. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word, troll. I'm a man of my word. So I'm glad to have Troll here too. Troll is one of the nicest individuals here. He jokes a lot, but he does has a sweetheart. So thank you, Miss Babs. Thank you, Miss Babs. I do the same thing for you, and Josephine done it too. I do the same thing for both of y'all. I share y'all all the time. Prime time. Yeah. So what we're well, faith. I'm back in faith. Faith is for everyone, to like actually believe. Believe. Like you are stronger than you actually like give yourself credit for it. You have more potential in you than you actually like know. You have more strength. You have more intelligence. Like, think about this. We only use 9% of our brain. So imagine what happens to the other 91% of our brain that we don't use. Imagine if we can use 1% more of our brain. Imagine how powerful or how strong or how patient or how, understanding or compassionate, we possibly could be. Imagine that. Imagine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just, I'm just spreading a word about faith. I know you have way different beliefs, Troll. I know. And the that's the beauty of having a relationship with God. See, my relationship with God tells me that like I inhabit a earth with different people. And like instead of bashing them, I should be understanding, you know. I should be understanding. We're in a world where it's easy to break someone down and hurt somebody for self gratification that's only gonna last for a couple of seconds. Whereas you could uplift somebody and they uplift you back, and that could last an eternity. Knowing that you changed someone's life just by helping them out, you changed their life for the rest of their lives. You helped them out. Like so, that's one of the good things. But yeah, troll. Like I knew from the beginning. I knew from the beginning. Like I said, remember I told you like I was gonna mod you whenever like you come to mind, you're gonna get modded. So I tried to like accommodate everyone, but like for some reason, troll, you never got modded in everybody else's like stream. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why nobody else modded you. You're like the most active, person in like every other stream. Yeah, you are. You're the most active person there. When they go away, you still like keep the stream alive. So Devon too. Devon, yeah, he's into he's into these games, these football games that's on right now. He's into these football games. But yeah, I'm on during prime time. I can't believe it. So it's scary. They didn't plan on it. They intended to do it. I know a lot of people are in church or at least leaving church right now. So, or, you know, church is a good thing, but I I go on Saturday. So I don't do all of that on Sunday. Sunday, has I'm gonna be understanding. I'm gonna be understanding about Sunday, but if you go into history, why Christians go on Sunday, you will find out that it has a pagan undertone, and you would see that in order for Christians to go on, in order to get more people to become Christian in ancient Rome, they had to make it on a day when most of the pagan gods were worshipped, and you know, a lot of the holidays that are celebrated in Christianity has a lot of pagan undertones to them. The only one that I can, the only one that does not have a pagan undertone, an ancient pagan undertone, is Halloween. Halloween does not have an ancient pagan, and Valentine's Day. They both do not have an ancient pagan undertone. You know, Halloween became pagan once it got westernized, so once it became westernized, then it became pagan. But Halloween initially was a day to commemorate all the dead saints, the dead saints. Like you have Veterans Day or Poppy Day. In England, they got Poppy Day for the veterans, and then they have Veterans Day in the Western, and then they got Boxing Day in Canada. So a lot of those days you commemorate, a lot of the past, people that, the people that have passed. You got Memorial Day in the U.S. You got a lot of days. President's Day. You got a lot of days to commemorate the dead. And like um, Halloween was one of the very first um, days to actually commemorate like the saints that passed away. Most of them have pagan undertones. Yes, yes, Babs. They do. They have a lot of um, pagan undertones, but and led by Yeshua. Yeah, well, is the most important. Oh, Thanksgiving. Nah, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving does not. Thanksgiving. Yeah, that doesn't have pagan undertone. That doesn't have a pagan undertone. But Thanksgiving. They try to Christianize Thanksgiving, but Christian Thanksgiving. But it's really between. I don't know. I should look. You know what? You gave me a test. You gave me a test. I know it's. I know Thanksgiving has a lot to do with um, America. So, but a lot of countries also have Thanksgiving. A lot of Eastern countries have Thanksgiving now. So it's not just Western Hemisphere anymore. It's like in the East now. A lot of Eastern cultures have Thanksgiving too now. You gave me something to do though. Like, but yeah, as far as like Easter, that has a pagan undertone. I'm not gonna get into it, because I would really offend a lot of Christians. Christmas have a pagan undertone, and it's not just the gifts or the lights. Like it has an ancient pagan undertone. Like the beginning of Christmas have a pagan undertone. Um, Easter has a ancient pagan undertone. I could give you a lot of them. I'm not gonna get into all of them, but I'm gonna tell you the majority of them. When people like fill up churches on Sunday, those days have pagan undertones. It still have the same presence that it did when the holiday first started. It would bring a lot of people that that are not living that Christian life to that church, but the building cannot save anyone. That building cannot save anyone. Like, that is the time where, if you really believe that it has a Christian value to it, that is the time when it is best to build your relationship with God. Like, if you really believe it has a Christian value, if you believe that Christmas have a Christian value to it, then build a stronger relationship with God instead of building a stronger relationship with a building. If you believe Easter has a real Christian value to it, then build a stronger relationship with God instead of building a stronger relationship with sunrise service at a church. Build it at your home. Build it in your soul. Build that relationship with God. Have that intimacy with God. Yes, that's why the Bible says, live by. Oh, yeah, you're right about Galatians, Babs. You're right about Galatians. 4th of July, New Year. All right, so New Year. New Year. Okay, let's get into New Year, Troll. Let's get into New Year. Okay, so the New Year. All right, the New Year, according to biblical culture, the New Year is Yom Kippur. According to biblical culture, that's the New Year, Yom Kippur. Like, seriously, like, the New Year that we celebrate, it comes from the Gregorian calendar, and the Gregorian calendar was uh is the calendar that we use right now, worldwide. That's the calendar that we use worldwide, the Gregorian calendar, and but in biblical culture, the New Year was Yom Kippur. You know. Oh, African American going to bed. Well, good night, sir. Good night, sir. Good night, sir. It's been a pleasure having you here, Mr. African American. It's always great to be among such great people. Always great to be among such great people. But yeah, a lot of these things, have like so many, and I don't want to bash a lot of like traditions that we have like inherit, from so many years back. I mean, so many centuries back. I don't want to bash all those traditions. But what I am going to say is that I am building a legacy with my children, where they do understand, hey, look, this is not what it seems. So I can't do it with everybody else, but I can do it with my children. And that's what um, I'm allowing my children to know, you know, that a lot of them have pagan undertones. If a child comes up to you and asks you, where did Christmas come from? Are you gonna lie to them, or are you gonna tell them the truth? Man, you can't tell them the truth if you don't know the truth. You can't tell them the truth if you don't know the truth. If you tell them, hey, that's the day that Yeshua was born on, that's a lie. That's a lie. So, like, oh yes, I have told. Well, my kids already know that Santa is fake. My kids already know Santa is fake. Like, um, both of my children mother, both of my children mothers, both like had like already brought the news to them before I did. So, like, I didn't have to tell them. I didn't have to tell my kids that Santa Claus was fake. I didn't. I know kids are watching me right now, but like my kids already know that like Santa Claus doesn't exist. When they were writing letters, Okay, my oldest son. I'm gonna give you a good example. So with my, I'm gonna- okay, my dad used to do this to me and my brother, but when when I used to write letters to Santa, right? My dad used to take me to a post office. We used to like put stamps on them. It took like what, like almost like 5 stamps for it to get to North Pole. And my dad wasted all that money. He never saw the letter and like stuff like that. And like you used to get gifts that you didn't even know. We used to get gifts that we didn't even know. So I did the same thing to my oldest son. And my brother did the same thing to his oldest child and stuff like that. So we used to get gifts that we didn't even like ask for. And like my son did it too. And that was the best way to reveal that Santa Claus does not exist. Because in the end, they really understand that, like, hey, look, this letter really went to the North Pole. Why am I getting the wrong gifts? And that's when you like reveal to them. Like if you never looked at the letter and like, hey, look, you want to believe in Santa Claus, here you go. And that's the best way to do it. And that's when you sit them down and then you tell them after Christmas that Santa Claus does not exist. But they let you know what kind of gift they want. And it's up to you to buy at least one of like a list of 3 or a list of 5. It's up to you to get at least one. And if you get the one gift, then I mean, look, he's not real. And that's when they understand. You'll break their heart, but the truth is you told them the truth. Like he's not real. And then that's when you tell them what the day really signifies to you. Like what that day really signifies to you. And this is a story that you're passing to your next generation. This is a legacy that you're passing to the next generation. Well, yes. Good night. Good night. Um, welcome, Marin. Welcome, Marin. And good night to um, Oakham Razor. But yeah, that's what I did. You know, I did the same thing to my oldest son, and my brother did the same thing to his oldest son. We just like mailed letters to the North Pole. Like seriously, literally mailed letters to the North Pole. And like the kids got the wrong gifts. The kids got the wrong gifts. They were upset. But the point is that we were not trying to like accommodate them. We like seriously, we are not. Like what we were doing exactly what and the kids were thrilled. If you mail an actual letter, like seriously, if you put all 5 stamps on that one letter and send that to the North Pole, that kid, it's gonna be returned to sender. You get back to the house after Christmas. And that's your opportunity to explain to them like what it really means to you, what Christmas really is to you. If you believe that's Jesus' birthday or Yeshua's birthday, then that's fine. You tell them that. But then they're going to look and see that's not. And then when they come back to you and they be like, look, it's not really his birthday, then you're going to have more explaining to do. So, I mean, like you're going to have more explaining to do. You're going to have to do more research. And then that's when you find out that it's not really Yeshua's birthday. Then you got to explain this whole thing of how Christmas came about. And that's what I had to do. I had to explain the whole thing, like how Christmas came about. I had to break down years and centuries and how this happened and that happened and that happened. And then I had to explain to them, it says that Jesus was doing a feast of dedication in the winter in the scripture. And then they were like, well, how it said in Mark, and how he was doing a feast of dedication in Mark if it was not a Christmas. I was like, he was celebrating Hanukkah. So Jesus was celebrating Hanukkah. Yeshua was celebrating Hanukkah. I'm like, yeah, Yeshua was celebrating Hanukkah. So it's a lot I had to explain to my kids. It's a lot. It's a lot. After the parents broke it to them that Santa Claus wasn't real, it's a lot. After mothers, nah, it's a lot. Shiogu. Shiogu Kings, welcome. 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 Yeah, we on prime time right now. We on prime time. People could be watching a football game, but instead they're on YouTube right now. We on prime time. I don't know how we pronounce this. ZWELETHU. How do we pronounce that? Zwelthu? 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 I don't know how you pronounce. Hey, Zwelthu, you got it, bro. Zwelthu. I don't know how you pronounce that, but welcome. 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 I'm pretty sure you got interesting content. Let me see. I think you do got interesting content. I think you got interesting content. Just by the name alone, I know you're a champion. Let two. I could call you Let two. Okay. Well, you got Let two. All right. Let two. Boy, that's a strong name, boy. That's a strong name. Take a champion to have a name like that. Take a champion to have a name like that, man. You are winning people over. You're winning crowds over with that one. But that's basically what I had to put out there. Like, I'm not really, faith, it means our country. What country is that? What country is that? Zuela Thu? Zuela Thu? Okay. What country is that? Oh, it's South Africa. Oh, my bad. It's South African. South African. Okay, so it means South Africa. It means Israel. Okay. Look at you. Look at you. Making champions. It means Israel. Yeah, everybody. I want everyone to be free to express themselves here. So, and if you're not a moderator, then you're not free to express yourself. Like, I don't understand why they make it where a lot of people cannot express themselves. And for some reason, like a lot of people be harping on, oh, if I make someone a moderator and they don't come back, then I wasted a wrench. Look, look here. Like, I'm not really bothered by, like, if I make someone moderator and they don't come back, that's them. But if they don't come back the next day or they don't come back a month later, that's fine. If they don't come back 2 months later, that's fine. If they come back a year later and then they still see their blue wrench on there, then that's a blessing to them. That's a blessing to them. Like, I'm not really harping on that. I want everyone to have the freedom of speech to say whatever you please, as long as it's not subscribe, as long as it's not um, done, and a bunch of numbers. Like I think you're allowed to do up to one or two numbers, but you can't do like three numbers for some reason. I think you're allowed to do up to one or two numbers, and it can't be consecutive. Like that's what I found out. Unless you're doing numbers of um, someone's channel. If their channel name has numbers in it, and it just so happen to highlight their channel name, then that's fine. But if you're not, if it has more than three numbers and it's not a channel name, then yeah, it'll be counted as spam. And that's why a lot of people harp on that. But a lot of people get upset if they make someone moderated and they never come back. Like, I'm not really on that. I'm not really on that. I'm not really on that. Like, I want people, if they a moderator in my screen, and let's say they come back a year later, they still gonna be a moderator. I'm not taking all the moderators away. I'm not doing that. I think everyone has the ability to hold a decent conversation without being upset. Everyone here. Everyone here, we even if we're not the same, even if we're not under the same umbrella of belief, I believe that we all have faith in something. If we have faith in something, then we all can actually like have intelligent conversation about something. We can learn something about another religion that we never even knew. Good night. Good night, Josephine. Good night, Josephine. That's what faith is. Faith is, your belief in something. It's your belief in something. Yeah, do y'all watch the NBA? I watch the NBA sometimes, sometimes. Like my sport of choice. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, J Dot. Like, see, so if you highlight his name, you see how it has more than two numbers. If you highlight his name, then it's acceptable.
You going? No.
It's acceptable. If you highlight his name, then it's acceptable. But if you don't highlight his name, then you're spamming. And that's basically what it is. Hey there, Mr. Wise. I didn't plan on being here this long, you know. But yeah, everyone here is entitled to getting a blue. You feel me? So yeah, that's what we do. Like you can do that. You highlight names and stuff like that. Then you could do more than two numbers. But under not doing anything more than two numbers, if it's not highlighting a name, it'd be kind of a spell. And that's a lot of people be like, "Ooh, don't put no numbers in my screen." Well, you can put two numbers in here, and it won't make a big deal. You could put two numbers in here. Everyone here can do that. Mr. Wise is good, man. Mr. Wise is good. This man will connect with you on like Instagram. He'll look for you on Instagram. Like he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. He comments a lot. He comments on here on YouTube. He looks for you on Instagram. He comment on your Instagram. You don't just like pictures or videos or what is it? Insta TV. He don't just like those. He comment. Like he really like get down and dirty. But a greater thing that he does, he watch playlists. He watch playlists of like all his supporters, and that's why he's like a champion of this whole playlist game. Like he the one that told everybody about this playlist game. He recommend everyone to actually like start their own playlist. Yeah, I gave Troll one. Yeah, I gave Troll one. I already told him like he was gonna. I already told him like I been like how he don't get like how he doesn't get moderated. Troll deserve it, man. Troll keeps like the live stream active when people walk away and stuff. You feel me? Like I don't see why Troll never had one. I don't understand it. I don't understand. He's like the funniest person like on here, you know. And J Dot is like so funny too. J Dot is funny too. I don't see how people could just use Troll and not like promote Troll. I don't see that. They just abuse Troll all the time. They always manipulate Troll. They're like Troll run the screen and Troll even not even a moderator. A moderator blocking other friends from visiting their live. Well, okay, if everyone is a moderator in the screen, then no one can block anybody. Like, you feel me? Yeah, you heard me, Babs. If everyone is a moderator, then nobody can block anybody, but me. Like so, but me. You feel me? How you gonna talk bad about Troll like that, Mr. Wise? Mr. Wise, Troll is dedicated. Troll is dedicated. I'm buffering like crazy. Oh man. Oh man. I don't feel like I'm buffering. I feel like I'm on point right now. I feel like I'm in my heyday. I feel like I'm in my heyday right now. But yeah, back to what I was. So, like, if you make everyone a moderator, this is how I see it. If you make everyone a moderator, then everyone has the freedom to say, like, speak however they want to speak. Everyone has the ability to say what they want to say. Everyone has, you know, like if they got to get out something very important, then they could do it as a moderator. But, but they cannot block the other person. Also a moderator too. Like so, nobody can time out nobody but me. And I want everyone to have the freedom to say whatever they gotta say. Without somebody, having to block you or having to like hide your message or time you out. Everyone here, I believe everyone can hold an important conversation while blocking somebody else. And it seems like everyone here can talk and everyone here can connect and bond and link up and all of this stuff. So it seems like everyone can do this. Come on. Leto. I mean Leto. 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 Come on. You don't gotta restart your app. You don't gotta restart your app. If you're on a computer, all you gotta do is refresh your screen. And if you're on the phone, all you gotta do is just, yeah, you probably do gotta close the app and yeah, refresh it. Yeah, you probably do. But all you gotta do is refresh the screen if you're on the computer. If you're on the phone, yeah, you probably do gotta restart your app. But ain't that bad. Ain't that bad. Ain't gonna be a long process. Everyone here is responsible and everyone here is accountable. There's not one person in here that is not an accountable person. Everyone, everyone has accountability of themselves. You only got audio. Oh man. Oh man. I guess it will. And you've been lasting this long? Oh man. Yeah, you should have been did that. You should have been did that. Maybe it's your location because like I get on and I'm like in like a power hub, like Wi-Fi hub. Like I'm like surrounded by like amplifiers of Wi-Fi right now. So like I'm really like trying to like make this like pretty unbuffering every day. I used to be buffering. Every day I used to be buffering. Troll is good. Troll is good. Troll is one of the greatest supporters you'll ever meet. One of the greatest supporters. You know, Troll like videos, but Troll never commented on mine. Like I seen like Troll liked a video of mine, but he never commented. I don't understand, but I mean that's probably and he'll watch your playlist. He's like I guess he showed behind the scene love. He'll watch your video, like it, watch your playlist, full watch, and don't comment. He doesn't need to comment. It's behind your scene. It's behind the scenes. Oh, look at you now. Let two is like, okay, you on point now. Let two is happy. Let two is happy. He was in the screen for a whole hour and just started to restart it. I mean, good man. I'm glad that you have it like all working, man. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you got it working. But yeah, so we're getting down into faith and stuff like that. So, but that's all I had. That's all I had. You know. Yeah, so the only sport that I'm really into, like seriously, if you really, really have to know, my favorite sport, even though I have children that's into like sports and stuff, well, a child that's into sports, my favorite sport is soccer. And one more sport. I'm gonna tell you right now. Wrestling, boxing, and soccer. Wrestling, boxing, and soccer. I love those. I love those. I can't watch a whole baseball game, but I can watch the first and last ending. I could watch those though. I can't watch the whole baseball game. Like it's I tried watching a whole baseball game, I can't do it. I watch American football and Canadian football. I watch those, but like my favorite like overall, all the footballs, even Australian football, is soccer. I like soccer. Maybe it's because I played soccer. I played both soccer and American football, but I prefer soccer. At least I'm on trophies in soccer, so I like soccer. Um, what do look at Mary anyway? And so, what do I think about Bottom Jean's brother? Woo! Everybody's still talking about this incident that happened with the police and this young man that got killed. Okay, this young man that got killed and the police. How the laws are in Texas. You know, oh, you love watching UFC. Okay. So, Ultimate Fighting Championship and the National Basketball Association. Okay. So, you love watching those. You shared me out, Mary. Well, thank you, Mary, for sharing me out. You're such a great supporter. Yeah, yeah. You can't believe I'm on during prime time, huh? I can't believe it either. So the brother is forgiving and hugging her in court. I'm gonna ask you this much. Um, J Dot. J Dot. Have you ever? I'm gonna tell you this. Are you um are you a Christian, J Dot? Okay. If you're not, then that's fine too. Oh, okay. So J Dot. So you know that all your all your sins are forgiven as a Christian, right? Because you have grace, right? At the moment you believe and accept like Yeshua as the Savior and the Messiah and everything, and you repent, you are forgiven, right? So, J Dot, I want you to look into like what it took to forgive you, like for Him to intercede on your behalf, so God can give you mercy. Like He actually died on the cross. You understand that He actually bled. He bled. He was beaten. You know, he carried that cross, himself. He probably built that cross because he was a carpenter, but he did all of that on your behalf. And he stayed up there. He got pierced. People threw rocks at him. All of that stuff happened for you to be forgiven. You understand? So much happened for you to be forgiven. For every sin that you do now, from the time you're born up until the time you die. You understand? All those sins are forgiven. Now, if He can forgive you, can you forgive yourself for your downfalls? Can you forgive yourself when you make a setback? If you can forgive yourself for everything that you done wrong, you see every mistake you made. I mean, truly see every mistake you have made in your life. Every time you have let somebody down, everything you done wrong, every lie you made, every time you've been lied to. You blame yourself for getting lied to. You blame yourself for getting heartbroken. Those times too, and the times you broke somebody heart. If you could forgive yourself for all of that, J Dot, then you can understand how you can forgive someone else that have done you wrong and done your family wrong. Understand that the reason why you're here, there's a divine explanation for your existence. See, the thing is that if you have not gotten to a point where you can forgive yourself truly and thoroughly, if you can see how, all right, first you have to see how God forgave you. That's the first thing you got to see. Before you even was born, you were forgiven. So if you can look at that and see how you were forgiven before you were born, then you can see how to forgive yourself. And once you begin to forgive yourself for everything you did wrong, from all the letdowns you've been through and all the letdowns you have caused, if you can forgive yourself for all of that, every mistake you have made and all the mistakes someone made to you, then you could forgive someone else. And then you could see that's a healing process. It's a healing process because not only will you heal yourself, but you will heal others that do wrong. That's the beauty of forgiveness. I'm not here to bring up. I'm not here to really minister on forgiveness. I'm not. That's Mary Anyway's lane. Mary Anyway. Does that all the time. She talk about forgiveness all the time, and she talks about marriage a lot too. She talks about marriage a lot. You know, it's like Mariana way on top of that marriage game, like it ain't nothing. Her last two, her last two videos about marriage, top notch, top notch. Best videos like about marriage that I've seen in a while. I consider myself, but the question was not, do people provoke others to for a reason? I consider as long suffering. Do I do not allow people to show me. I move on from just yeah. Y'all Wendy Babs is pretty dead on about how she says she moves on and she doesn't allow people attitudes to like affect her attitude. To err is human, to forgive is divine. To err is human, to forgive is divine. I was wrestling with hugging his brother's murderer. Okay, okay, okay. All right. So if you're wrestling with that, and you also wrestling with the thought that, like, what I could forgive, but I can't touch her. It would be difficult for. All right. So you see like a strong like exercise of faith, and it bothers you. Does all right. So a strong exercise of faith, does that bother you where you're upset and and you don't want anything to do with the story anymore, and like, or you're upset to a point where you wish your faith could be that strong where you can forgive like that? Which one, Dot J? I mean J Dot 1700. Oh, yeah, what did Bob say to be a point there? Okay, look, injustice. All right, all right, all right. If you only see, I'm gonna ask you a question, Doc J. Like, if you only see what is on Earth, and if you only see race, like, because you have to look beyond that first. First, you have to look beyond race. You gotta look beyond all of that. You gotta look beyond, like, his brother is a man of God. Like, you have to look at that. You have to look at, like, this man exercised a strong, a strong, a strong, like, strength of faith. You gotta see that. Like, you couldn't do it, and you still worry about the justice system. I don't see the justice system when I see faith. I really don't, because my faith is beyond any justice system. Like, if you only fear what's on earth, then you would never have the strength or the opportunity to fear just God. Like, you have to like actually like harness your faith and harness your fear in the right places. If your fear is not only in God, then your faith won't only be in God. Situation to forgive others. No matter. So like Dot J Dot 1700, you have to like exercise that faith. This is the time when when you go into prayer and be like, Lord, like was that a show of faith? Was that a show of strength? Like, how can I be like that? How can I like hug or be consoling another person like that? In my time of like pain, in my time of like tragedy, I am consoling the perpetrator of it. Like, seriously. And like that's exactly what took place. You're I believe J Dot is a strong person of faith. And it takes a lot of courage to actually admit that like your faith, your faith in God and your ability of forgiveness is not where you want it to be. It takes a lot of courage to actually come on a worldwide platform and actually say that. Like, I truly salute you for that. Like, I really respect you for that. Like, it takes a lot to do that. But understand that in order for us to get to that point, we have to first forgive ourselves. Okay. And and you got to understand that there's a purpose for everybody's existence. Um, dot J Dot. There's a purpose for everybody's existence, J Dot. You got to understand that, like even in a murder, there's a purpose for everyone's existence. The person that got murdered and the person that did the murdering. There's a purpose behind everyone's existence. There's a reason behind everything that happens. And this tragedy would bring people closer to God, or it would show you the people that are not close to God. And I want to tell you this right now. I want to tell you this right now, Jada. I really, really want to tell you this right now. I hope, as a Christian man, as a man of like strength and faith in God, that you on the side that draws closer to God. Instead of only seeing a death, see the purpose, see the reason behind why this man was here, see the reason behind, see the purpose of the murder. And the purpose is like, will this draw us closer to God? Like, truth be told, a lot of people are exposing their faith by getting upset at the justice system for this woman only getting 10 years. Understand that vengeance is the Lord's. You understand that? So whether the justice system fail you, God will not. God will not fail you. Like, seriously. You can't expect the justice system to do something that God already gonna do. God is gonna hold that woman accountable for what she done. It's not the justice system that act like God. And for you to have more faith in the justice system than the God you serve, like, come on. We need to get back on point. We need to get back together and show our faith in God. We need to show our faith in God. I'm gonna watch your video. Don't worry. I'm gonna watch your videos. Watch your videos. I might watch your whole playlist. Be careful. Be careful. Cassie C. Yep. Jeffro. You working today, Jeffro? You working today, Jeffro? If you ain't working today, then, Jeffro. Cassie C. I can't believe Cassie C is back. I can't believe Cassie C is back. Boy. Cassie C. One of the best. One of the best that we have. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. You're doing your cousin, you're doing your Fat Albert. Hey. Yes, sir. I'm going to work now. 60 hours after the night. Whoa, 60 hours. Boy. Look at you, man. Look at you. You killing that clock. You killing that clock, boy. You milking that. You milking Sonic, boy. You milking Sonic dry, boy. You killing that clock. I'm killing that clock, man. See, like, he's such a hard worker. He's such a hard worker, man. How Hank doing? How Hank? Hank need to get monetized. I'm telling you this live. Hank need to get monetized. Oh yeah, you got monetized. Oh, you got moderated. How you? Did I do that? How I did that? Let me. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Everyone got it. Everyone got moderator here. Everyone got freedom of speech here. So, as long as you respect everyone else, I think everybody has accountability here. I shouldn't have to police nobody up here. Everyone, even the children that come here, like, everyone respectful. So even children get moderators here. So, everyone get moderator here. Well, J Dot, I really, J Dot, like, you are such. We looking. You are such a great person, man. Like, you are such a great person. Like, your heart is in the right place, and I understand that you really want to, like, really get to a part of forgiveness where everyone can, like so you can exercise your faith and, like, inspire other to forgive in a great capacity. Like, and that really, I really think one day you would be able to, like, actually do that. But first, I think you're gonna get monetized before that happens. I think you're gonna get monetized, J Dot. I think they're gonna monetize you before you do all of that. You're gonna get monetized. You're gonna get monetized. Just like Finley River Kennels, you're gonna get monetized like this gentleman did. Man, I'll tell you, like, his, like, monetization story is a redemption story. I'm telling you right now. This man, boy, like, YT kept taking hours off of his. Like, and we all, like, watching playlists. We all, like, doing everything. And, like, they still kept taking hours from him. Like, I mean, like, it was so, like, wrong the way YT was doing him. Like, it was so wrong. But still, like, we prayed, we watched videos, we fast with him, we did everything with him. And like true enough, like I mean like the power of God is like serious because like he really did get monetized. Like it was a struggle for all of us, but he really did get monetized. And the weirdest thing is that he thanked Mary anyway for him getting monetized at his monetization live party. And when I told her, she was like, "Who is that?" But he thanked Mary anyway. She said Hakuna Matata on my live stream, but it's fine. I do it to hers all the time. It's fine. He went through a redemption story. Like every time, it was like he was climbing a hill, right? He was climbing a hill, and imagine a snowball rolling down that hill. Like, imagine him like being like head on with the snowball that's rolling down that hill, and like, look, the snowball hit him, and he kept going up. Like it disintegrated. The snowball disintegrated, and you could see all the puff of all the puff and smoke of like the snow. Man, he's still going. You're looking to see if he fell, but he still was standing in the end, and he still kept climbing that hill, and he finally made it to the top. It felt like everybody else made it with him. It felt like everybody else made it with him. So he really did get monetized, man. Oh, well, I don't know about me getting monetized soon. Like I enjoy like the climb, I enjoy the climb of monetization. I enjoy the climb a lot. I enjoy the climb. Like if I like get monetized, like I want to go back through the climb again with other people. Like because like this like road has been like a pleasure for me. Like everybody, I know a lot of people complain about it. Like why I gotta go through it? Why I gotta get all those hours? And I'm telling you right now, it's like a pleasure for me. Like I'm meeting new people every single day. I'm like inspiring every people. I'm inspiring a lot of people every single day. Not just on YT, but like in the community. So like I'm reaching out in the community too. And like it's a pleasure for me. Like I really, if I get monetized, I want to help other people get monetized. Like Finley River Kennels, But so he need to help Mary anyway get monetized. If he thank her so much, he need to help her. Cause everybody else pushing behind her too now. So oh yeah, I know your struggle was real, Finley. I know yours was real. Like I'm like, man, like how many videos we gotta watch? Like how many times we gotta watch this playlist? Like it was crazy, man. We were really watching his playlist. Like it was crazy. I'm like, dang, how many times we gotta watch this dude playlist? And like they kept taking hours from him. But I see now that YT is harping on your children's being in your like your actual like videos and in your screams. I see they really harping on that a lot. So that's probably like why, they kept taking hours away from like Mr. Kennels. They kept taking hours away from Mr. Kennels because, his child was in his scream a lot. And, he's just being a good parent. Like he got children in screams because he's a good parent. He love his kids. You know, he love his kids and his mules and his ducks and his hog and his he got a real big family. Like he does. He got real big family. He got real big family. Huge family. He got hens and stuff. He got a lot of he got a lot of family members. I know that, and like they shouldn't like YT shouldn't have to like um they shouldn't have to badger someone for being a good parent. They shouldn't have to badger someone, and as much as they like tried to like take hours away from him for putting his children into his actual like platform and being a part of his life, and um his pets are part of his platform. As much as they tried to badger him, he still kept coming hard. He still kept every single time. He still kept coming hard. Every time they take hours away, he'll get more hours back. He'll get more like he still kept coming hard. Like, and that's why I'm not ashamed to put my kids in mine. You feel me? I'm not ashamed to put my kids on my videos. Pictures of my kids on my videos and stuff like that. So, he really like stood up for like dads all around the world. You feel me? If he could get monetized with his kids and his videos and his live, then I know I can. I know I can. Welcome back, you Wendy Babs. Yeah, you did go live, Logan. You did go live, Logan. Man, yeah, you did go. You were going live longer. Now you don't even go. You barely even go live. Like you only went live yesterday. You barely even go live. You barely even go live. But you are supporting others and helping others get their numbers up. So like, salute you. Big ups to you, man. Cassie C. Big ups to you. You supported Mary anyway. Big ups to you too. Like you really like doing your thing too. Mary, in a way, like I said, like her last two videos, like her last two recent videos on marriage, I'll tell you right now, on point. Like seriously, like really on point. Like she get down, dirty, get her hands in the paint, and like actually like expose like the dynamics of what make a marriage strong. Like you don't want to hear it because it's true. Like, but she get down and dirty. Like and like sometimes you don't want to hear what the truth is because you see how you are now. But what she does like explain is that everyone has the potential to become better. Like, and that's the beauty of marriage. Like, you don't know what to do in the beginning, but if you follow God, you have faith in God, you'll get everything down pat. Like, so Finley, like, is a marriage king too. I don't see why he don't do videos about marriage, but he do videos about hunting. That's his purpose in life. He do videos about hunting, and he's very gifted. Like, I mean, he's very gifted. I can see he has anointing in hunting. Like he does. He does. Sometimes he go out there without gear on and do it. That's how gifted he is. Like so but he's very gifted. He's very gifted in hunting. Finley River Kennels. Now, y'all, Wendy Babs is a gospel performer. Gospel performer. One of the best vocalists you will ever hear. Like today, tomorrow, and yesterday. One of the best vocalists, hands down. And songwriters. She's a songwriter too. So even if you can't sing, I guarantee if you hear the material that she has written and performed herself, I guarantee you would feel the spirit move in you. Even if you're not Christian, like the spirit is in like what she writes. So you'll feel moved, you'll feel compelled, you will feel some kind of force like when you like listen to the music that she has written. Yeah, she can sing. She can sing. She could write songs too. She can write songs. I don't know where she come up with the material. Well, she put the scriptures in there, where she come up with the material. But I really don't know like what what makes her go from a scripture to writing a song. Like I really don't know. Like because you don't hear music when you like reading a scripture. But it's like she hears music when she's reading a scripture and she writes songs. So like she big ups to her. She really Wendy Babs really made like some good like gospel bangers. Really, really. Like if it doesn't make you wave your hands in the sky, it would surely make you swivel your thighs. Like when I say swivel your thighs, you'll get ready to dance because like most of like the songs are like really really good. See that? She said I do hear music when I do hear music when I read scriptures. See, so like I told you, like we don't hear it, but she hears it. Like so, like I don't know the process that she does from like reading scripture and writing music, but like whatever it is, like it's there. Like she's like writing like some great gospel bangers back to back. Like, and I'm pretty sure she's not releasing everything on YT. She's probably like storing some for like her family, on special occasions and stuff like that. You know, a lot of things that I don't release on YT, I store for my family, and I release it later. So I really appreciate like how she's doing that. Um, Well, I don't. I just know that like the music that she. All right, so the first time I heard her, believe it or not, like her live was the first live that I ever went to. I'm telling everybody that. Like I've never went to nobody else live stream on YouTube before. Wendy Babs live stream, and I'm gonna tell you right now, like the first time I heard her music, I honestly thought that like the way it sound, like it was mixed, it was mastered, it was mixed well, it was mastered like appropriately for live streaming and everything. I thought she was like um professional singer and professional producer at the same time. And to come to find out, she's also a songwriter. She wrote every song that she sings. And she putting this on YT for free. Like, like if you listen to it, you'll be like, why is this free? Why is it free? But the gospel itself is free for everyone. So, but like if Kirk Franklin and and you know, and you got like people like um um what is it, Fred Hammond and all of them making money off of gospel music, then why Wendy Babs is not making money off of gospel music. Like seriously, like it's mastered like perfectly. It's mixed and arranged well. The compositions are like are dynamic. Like everything about her music is like um is like it was meticulously like crafted. Like everything was like crafted like just with precision. And like they wanted like she wanted everything to be appropriate for the sentiment that you feel at that time. And like her music is good. Her music is good. Her music is good. Her music is good. So I'm warning everybody. If you do use her music, you're gonna get copyright claim. I'm warning everybody. You're definitely gonna get a copyright claim from her. Like seriously, 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 seriously. She'll probably get happy though. Like somebody using my music. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Somebody used my music. Like she'll probably get happy. So, oh Mo, hey there Mo. I just met you today. How you been, Mo? Yeah, y'all Wendy Babs. Yeah, she make good music, man. Great music. Like you would never find like music like that. Like she really meticulous about every little every little detail. And you don't hear like a lot of like you don't hear a lot of like um I don't think you hear any uh, long S's or long P's in her music. Everything is arranged well and mixed well. So the frequency and the modulations are like perfect, and like the her intonations, how she vocalized is just incredible. So yeah, but that's gospel music. That's gospel music. Yeah, So if you into like hearing like actual songs that's written and produced, by the same person, that's like amazing, like yeah, Wendy Babs is the person I go to. Oh my. Okay. Okay. But hold on. froze. I'm like, you need to breathe.